So that's a question that we're still trying to ask ourselves a little bit, right? One of the initial trends that we saw is as just the population in general tried to understand and adapt to the pandemic, we saw miles driven went down pretty significantly. There were lots of stay-at-home orders from state to state. Lots of employers chose to allow their employees to work remotely, so folks were not driving as much. Given that my team does, like we talked about, the F&OL intake, that first notice of loss, it resulted in call volume going down pretty significantly for auto claims. That allowed us some time to allow our workforce to deploy work at home, get the infrastructure set up to get our people ready to be successful, and allow our leadership team to pivot and adapt for how are we going to support employees in a remote workforce. We had already been shifting some of our operations to virtual campuses, so we didn't have to start from scratch as we figured out what our playbook was going to be in deploying folks. And like I said, we had a bit of reprieve on the auto side, which is the predominant volume that we get. But what we found since is that we can be just as efficient, just as successful working at home. I think it's created a lot more understanding and ease about a true remote workforce, and some appetite to see what does the future state look like. Me personally, I was not looking forward to working from home. I enjoyed a campus environment. And now that I am working from home, there's definitely some more appetite there. I think it remains to be seen. Do people want to get back to a campus? What does that look like? But I feel the concern or uneasiness around work from home, I think, has been overcome. This was accelerated with deployment for COVID-19. And I do believe that the future will be I don't think it's going to be an either or. We're either be on a campus or we'll be at home. But it's how do you find the right balance that keeps your workforce engaged and promotes work-life balance. Customers were more open and willing to use digital resources. They were looking for more self-service options. And we saw a bit of an uptick in adoption of some of the online offerings, our mobile app offerings, and customers looking to go there first. It remains to be seen whether that has plateaued, where we're still on the upward trend, or do we start to see a decline, given what happens next as people pivot. But usually when you see adoption trends, it's not as linear or smooth a curve, right? You see more of a stair step as something changes in the environment. I think early on, mobile banking was a good one. Folks weren't sure if it was secure or not. But nowadays, think back to when was the last time you actually went into a bank?